tell you what we're going to do with a company called Herbalife. We're going to take this company customer by customer, and we're going to take this company distributor by distributor, and we're going to take Herbalife around the entire world.
For years, we've talked about the Herbalife nutrition opportunity and all the reasons why what we do is so important around the world. Specifically, the mega trends of overweight and obesity, an aging population, and the high cost of healthcare. We know that people of all ages are increasingly interested in the opportunity to earn extra income. People want the flexibility and the freedom of having their own business. Herbalife Nutrition has the right products and the right business model, improving people's lives. There will always be a demand for good nutrition and the support you provide to help your customers achieve their health goals. Why? Well, think about this. Worldwide, obesity rates have nearly tripled since 1975. Almost 40% of the world's adult population is overweight or obese. And this makes them more susceptible to illness and disease and to the high cost of treatment. The number of people living around the world who are age 60 and older has reached over 960 million. That's more than twice the number it was just 40 years ago when our company was founded. Mark Hughes created our company to embrace all people from all cultures and all backgrounds. He knew ours was a place where people would come together as a single, supportive community. As a community of people dedicated to improving people's lives, and as a distributor-first company, our collective commitment to the success of our distributors and their customers is at the forefront of everything we do. In addition to our high-quality products that work, we are focused on ensuring our business opportunity is the best in the world. From the technology we provide to help you run your businesses, to the education and training by our world-class experts, we are here to support you so you can grow your businesses. There is nothing more important to me and nothing more important to our more than 9,500 employees around the world. That's our promise to you.
I had this incredible dream when I wanted to start the Herbalife company that we could help people lose weight and we could help them do it safely, and they would have not just hope, that they would have reality through our products. And it's been so great gratifying to me because that little tiny dream that I had, serving milkshakes on the corner, has become a reality.
The basics are what's important in our company. And I'm going to tell you exactly how I built my business, and this is how you build yours. Number one, you use our products. Number two, you wear the button. And number three, you talk to people.
And the reason why you got to use the products is because the products are what get you. Products are what get you an emotional experience. The products is what actually gets you inside. But have you ever noticed people that are using our products? It's not just that they lose weight, because everything happens to them. It's the glow in their eye. It's the way that they feel. It's the excitement in their body. It's the way that they act that get people to do it. Now, the second thing you got to do, and I know you've heard this, you got to wear your button. But let me tell you what the button does for you, more than anything else. Yes, it's going to help get more people involved as far as helping them out personally, as far as their nutritional needs. But I'll tell you the biggest thing this button does for you personally. As an independent distributor, when you put this button on, you say to everybody in the world, including your family, your friends, your relatives, and anybody else that might make fun of you, you say, I don't care what you think of me. I am proud to be an Herbalife distributor, and I don't care what anybody says about it.
The last thing that you've got to do, you've got to talk to people. If there was anything else I could give you advice on, then that would just be putting perspiration on your forehead. That would be it. The people that you saw up here today, it didn't happen by magic. It didn't happen by accident. It happened because of a couple of things. They used the product, they wore the button, and they talked to people, and they worked hard. You don't get something for not doing anything.
If you were never, ever able to make a dime in this company again, would you still be using our products, and would you still be trying to sell them to your friends, your neighbors, and everybody that you love?
Have a great attitude. Some distributors say, well, geez, I'd have an incredible attitude. You give me one of those President's Team buttons, I'll have an incredible attitude. You have incredible loyalty to the company. That's how it works. Hey, listen, you're going to have more faith in your customers sometimes than they even have in themselves. And they're going to need that guidance, and they're going to need that encouragement. Have faith in your distributors. You're going to need more faith in your distributors than they've got in themselves. Have the faith in your organization that it's going to work. Be consistent. Be consistent about even being consistent. I've never met anybody in my entire life, any distributor that you've ever met in your entire life, that didn't have one thing in common. And that was being consistent over and over and over and over again. Hey, listen, you're not that great at it now. Don't worry about it. Just do the best you possibly can. Tomorrow morning when you get up out of bed, do a little bit better than that. The next day after that, do a little bit better than that. The more people I talk to, the luckier I get. And I'm here to tell you that the more you use the products, the luckier you're going to be. And the more you wear your buttons or t-shirts or whatever it is, the luckier you're going to be. The more you talk to people, the luckier you're going to be. The more faith you got, the luckier you're going to be. The better attitude you keep, the luckier you're going to be. The more loyalty you consume up here, the better off you're going to be. The more consistent you are, the luckier you're going to be.
And here's the last season, the season of harvest. There's an interesting phrase from an ancient prophet, and it says, "In due season, your harvest will come." First, harvest cannot come unless you're due. Harvest does not come to those who did not plant all those months ago called the spring. Harvest does not come to those that hope Harvest does not come to those that wish. Harvest does not come to those who have their fingers crossed. Harvest only comes to those for which it is due. Harvest only comes to those that have planted, that did the job, that told the story, that gave the invitations, that conducted the meeting. You've got to make the expenditure up front. But if you make the expenditure up front, before the harvest is there, you must see the harvest in your mind. You must anticipate the harvest because others have already received a harvest. It gives you hope. But we plant in the dark. We plant not knowing for sure. But if you'll take the risk and talk, if you'll take the risk and go, if you'll take the risk and serve, if you'll take the risk and give an opportunity to someone, if you'll take a risk and get on an airplane, if you'll take a risk and go see the people, if you'll take a risk and conduct a meeting, I promise you, as time unfolds, your harvest will come. If you put your heart and soul into it, your harvest will come. I want that to happen for you. The lesson of the seasons. One is to hang in there when the nights are long. Hang in there when the winters are tough. Hang in there when the reverses come. Hang in there if you happen to get ill for a while. Hang in there when discouraging times come. Number two, take advantage of the spring, the people you meet. Take advantage of a chance to conduct a meeting. Take advantage of a chance to make a phone call. Take advantage of a chance to write a letter. Take advantage of a chance to hand somebody the Herbalife opportunity and see what kind of miracle might come from that. Take advantage. And number three, in the summer, give life like a mother. Fight enemies like a father. Look over your organization like a shepherd would look over the flock, the sheep. Take care of it as a leader should, but also fight the enemies for people that cannot fight for themselves. You've got to look after a little baby that first cannot look after itself. You've got to have vision for a child in looking into the future when the child has no vision of his own. Here's the key phrase in Herbalife. Let your distributors borrow your eyes to see into the future. Things they cannot at first see. Let them borrow your vision. That's what we constantly do with Mark. Mark looks out into the future. I remember when Mark said, we're going to do 400 million. I said, Mark, are you going to say it publicly? He said, yes. I said, Mark, are you going to ask me to say it? Yes, he said, I'm going to ask you to say it publicly. We're going to get to 400 million. I said, Mark, I'm not sure I can see it. He said, borrow my eyes. And just like a mother and a father who lend their vision to their children who cannot see it at first, I'm asking you to be such a mother and such a father to your own organization to help them see things they cannot at first see. Because in due season, plenty of testimonials here, plenty of proof positive that you can start all those years ago and put yourself through the paces, make the sacrifices, and see the people, and the harvest finally comes. Not only the harvest of money, but the harvest of good health, the harvest of heart and soul, the harvest of taking a lot of good people with you as you make the Herbalife journey. Your harvest will come.
Dobro jutro, dobro došli na prvi Success Trening seminar Southeastern Europe, u narodu poznatije kao bivša Juga. Idemo! Pomozite mi da zajedno najavimo medijatore današnjeg dana. To su Global Expansion Team 2,5K, 5 meseci uzastopno 10.000 volumena i top 5 mesto po royalty u EMEI, jedan jedini neponovljivi Mike Bergan from Slovenija. I drugi medijator Global Expansion Team 2,5K, 7 Stones, Milena Čirković. The jam, pump it up while your feet are thumping, and the jam is pumping. Look ahead, the rider jump.
Dobar dan i dobrodošli na prvi regionalni STS. Meni je pripala ta čast i zadovoljstvo da danas budem medijator zajedno sa svojim kolegom. Za sve koji me ne znate, evo da se predstavim ukratko, ja sam Čirković Milena, u ovom statusu u kompaniji poslujem zajedno sa suprugom svojim Dušanom Babovićem, on je u kompaniji 10 godina, ja sam u kompaniji 5 godina. Ono što želim da vam kažem jeste da je mesec iza nas bio najneverovatniji mesec u našem timu i hvala kompaniji i hvala cijelom našem timu koji radi neverovatne stvari. Još jednom, dobrodošlica za sve vas koji ste se kvalifikovali za ovaj neverovatni prvi regionalni STS.
Dobar dan, dobrodošli, veliki pozdrav i od mene iz Slovenije. Ja se zovem Mike, zajedno sa svojom neverovatnom ženom Natašom. U ovom poslu sam više od 16 godina. Mi imamo 5 djeca, veliku porodicu i mogu vam reći samo to. U tih 16 godina puno se stvari desilo, ali mi stvarno obožavamo ove proizvode, stvarno obožavamo ovu mogućnost, ovaj biznis, ove treninge, ove ljude, ovu kompaniju, sve u veze ove kompanije i ovog biznisa mi obožavamo. I mi smo sad već nekoliko godina u ovom statusu Global Expansion Team 2,5K, u stvari 3,5K tamo negdje, ali sad ove godine stvarno se dešavaju nevjerovatne stvari i mi smo sad spremni i napravit ćemo sve što je potrebno da bi u sljedećoj godini konačno postali novi milioner tim u Sloveniji. Zbog toga smo vrlo uzbuđeni i uzbuđeni smo zbog današnjeg dana. Šta nas čeka danas? Prvo ćemo odati priznanja svim ljudima koji su to zaslužili. Nakon toga, naravno, specijalni trening za aktivne supervizore i za nove supervizore sa specijalnim gostom iz Italije i nakon toga još veliki prvi online regionalni zajednički STS gdje još uvijek možemo pozvati nove ljudi. Trebam vam reći još to da smo ovaj događaj počeli već jučer sa nevjerovatnim velikim live treningom za TAP Team. Bili smo svi zajedno na Zoom callu, nevjerovatna energija i odlične informacije. I ja jedva čekam sljedeći TAP Team trening i mogu vam reći samo to, napravite sve što je potrebno da bi se što prije kvalificirali za TAP Team, da bi i vi dobili takve informacije. Sad će nam Milena reći zbog čega je važan današnji trening. Izvoli Milena.
Ovaj trening je trening za lidere, trening koji nas uči kako da izgradimo royalty, a royalty ime ove igre. I zato čestitka za sve vas koji ste se kvalifikovali za ovaj trening, posebna čestitka za nove supervizore koji samo ovog meseca imaju privilegiju da budu na ovom treningu za lidere, a već sljedećeg meseca da bi bili na jednom ovakvom treningu morat će da naprave 2.500 volumena i više. I zato posebno priznanje za sve vas koji ste novi supervizori.
Tako je Milena, velike čestitke svim novim supervizorima i sad ćemo pogledat koji su ti novi supervizori, koji su novi aktivni supervizori, koji su novi stone spinovi i koji su novi aktivni world timovi. Velike čestitke svima!
pre sam rekla da ima ove igre royalty i zato posebno priznanje za sve osobe koje su po prvi put napravile 100 royaltija, 250 royaltija, 500 royaltija, 1000 royaltija. Ja to čekam da čujem vaše promocije i posebno priznanje i veliki aplauz za sve vas.
Sad ćemo dati priznanje svim ljudima koji će sljedeću godinu uživati na neverovatnim mjestima jer su se već kvalificirali za EMEA vakancu 2021. Velike čestitke svima i vidimo se tamo!
A sada veliko priznanje za sve osobe koje su se kvalifikovale za Brione. Tačnije, ostaje im samo da još u decembru naprave minimum 1000 volumena, možda to već neki i jesu radili. I zato ćemo vidjeti slajd sa kvalifikovanim osobama, a ja se radujem što ćemo 2021. letovati zajedno. Veliko priznanje za sve osobe koje su se kvalifikovale za honors, odnosno dodelu Mark Hughes bonusa. Oni su zajedno sa svojim timom napravili minimum 6000 royaltija. Bravo za sve vas!
Sad došlo je vreme za ovaj nevjerovatan trening koji smo svi dugo čekali. Ja vjerujem da smo svi spremni. Još jednom velike čestitke svim kvalificiranim za ovaj trening, za sve aktivne supervizore, za sve nove supervizore. Danas smo tu da povećamo svoj royalty, da izgradimo royalty, da izgradimo svoj biznis i da postignemo sve svoje ciljeve i snove koje imamo. Tako da svi zajedno sa ovim informacijama koje ćemo dobiti trebamo se kvalificirati za sljedeći masterclass koji će biti out of control. I danas smo vrlo uzbuđeni, zahvalni i sretni zbog osobe koja je danas naš specijalni gost. To je osoba koja je prije više od 20 godina dala viziju Tomislavu, Dejci, Mladenu, Nataliji i svim prvim članovima u ovoj kompaniji, u ovoj regiji i pokazala je šta je moguće za sve nas jednog dana i taj jedan dan se desio. Danas ima on veliku organizaciju u ovoj regiji, 3 prezident timove u organizaciji, 50 milioner timova u organizaciji, 200 get timova u organizaciji. To je čovjek koji ima nevjerovatno iskustvo i koji ima nevjerovatno veliko srce. I danas je prava osoba da nam da informacije, da nam pokaže kako možemo i mi izgraditi ovaj biznis. On je dio italijanske biznis škole gdje puno možemo vidjeti kakav lifestyle možemo imati ako damo sve od sebe u ovom poslu i ako izgradimo royalty tako kako treba. Tako da svi zajedno, kao da smo zajedno sad u jednoj sali, najavimo, povabimo na stage našeg specijalnog gosta. To je najnoviji Millionaire Team 7,5K iz ove godine, the one and only Roberto Scarpa!
Dobro jutro, dečki moji. Ja sam Roberto Scarpa, dolazi iz Italija i koristim proizvodi iz 27 godina. Osjećam se dobro i ja sam 64 godina mlad. Ako sada je puno bolje, ja ću pričati engleski, zato ja nisam dobro u ovo jezika. So thank you very much one more time, and then I really truly appreciate what you have done, especially for the new active supervisor. And this section, you're going to be the special guest, just because you made a step forward. Maybe something is going to be a little bit clearer in your mind. And of course, the majority of you gonna be focused on step forward, because one of the most important thing it is to create a regular working, producing minimum 2.5K volume, personal volume. And you did it, guys. You have done a good job. Now I will try to give you my vision, just because I think that you have done well, but you could even go better and get better. So what we have to do it is to start thinking and asking to ourselves, how and what could I do to achieve 5K, 10K, 15K, 20K personal volume? Because it is possible. In my career, I've done it many times. And then if you're gonna ask to the top leader about their personal volume and what I have done on the beginning of their career to go faster with this company, one of the secret, it is personal volume. Of course, that this is the one of the secret is to go faster. It is numbers, and even better, more numbers. I think that we need even to set up something in ourselves, because production and who we are depend even on what I'm thinking about. And one of the major question, with a big question mark, it is why. Why I'm doing this? Why I'm attending now to the training? Why I struggling myself to be qualified for this section? Why I'm doing, we have to find our why. When we find out the real answer to this question, half of our path will be done. And connected with the why, the title of this section will be Think Big. Think big, because dreams are not having a price list, so we can start to dream as big as we can. Because if you want to attract a good people, you cannot think in a small way, let's say, because you cannot share 1,000 or 500 euros goal per month. Of course, I don't want to offend anyone. That will be a very good goal. By the way, to achieve what the majority of the people sitting there want to achieve, it is connected with the great thinking. And this depends about your environment and your self-esteem. And so which is your passion? What do you love to do? In what you are good on, in what you are clever on, what is important for you? What do you feel it is right for you? Of who kind of people, ideas and things do you feel attract? What do you really interested on? Which kind of newspaper, books, movies are you attracted? Which is your and not your passion. Or okay, where do you spend your time? Where do you spend your money? Which is your secret burning desire? What makes you curious? What have you been doing the last time that someone has said, how did you realize it? Okay, which is your hobby that I forgot. You know, in the end of all the answer of this question, you're gonna find a good why. Because I will tell you one more time, are you really doing what you love to do? No, I'm serious, guy. I'm gonna repeat it because it is very important. Are you really doing what you love? I don't want to make any circle around. Because if you really love something deeply in your heart, then maybe you're gonna realize it. And if you are doing what you love really seriously, are you ready and willing to question yourself? Because you have to understand if you are ready to do a little changement, to get in a different way, you know, and until when you're gonna be ready to do it. Because the answer of 1,000 of doubts that we could have and 1,000 of questions in the middle of the mind foggy that we used to have, it is in this key answer, you know. And you know, guys, do you know why it is important, your why? Because I understood something. You know, I spent last 20 years to make a step forward on the marketing plan. 20 years, you know, and I was one of the faster growth for that time in that period of my career to achieve the millionth pin. It was, wow, such a good pin. But this is not the truth. This is not enough. The company is moving very faster. And so we understood very soon that the millionth pin, it is a good pin, but there are many other pins much better, much more beautiful. So come on. And go back to the why. Whenever you will have not a clear why, going forward for your path of success, let's say with this company, you're gonna miss the vision. If you have no clear why, you're gonna miss the vision. And you're gonna have the same action, but the result will be weaker and poorer. It's to be poor, much poorer. And year by year, you're gonna miss your vision, and you could pay attention. Start to think like the story, you know, the fox and the grape, you know. It is not so sweet, great, so I don't deserve it. It is not enough. It is not good for me to make any effort to try to achieve those grape. Because, you know, there are it will be some tough situation for everybody. This is a business connected with emotion, and especially like this period, you know, for many reasons. It could be for many of us all around the world. When we talk about give me some feedback about your period, it will be very, very tough. It's a black time. It's a black period. Okay, I will tell you something, guy. I fear the future, or I plan it. Because if I have a clear ideas and a clear why, I'm gonna be able to plan my future and to plan my way. This is what I have understood, and this is connected even with your why that give you the power to go forward when the difficulties gonna put you not in a good mood, okay? And what I have learned in this in my career, it is that every single negative event included the seed of a benefit, equal or even bigger. So, clear why, difficult situation, you have to consider that a negative event or negative period could give you the possibility to move forward in a better way. Because, when we are talking about the worldwide situation about the money, the world of money is going to be always much more volatile, it is more difficult. And in the last years, almost the majority of the traditional way of making business, it is completely changed. And for the future, the changement will be even faster. So we need to understand how to move ourselves and to set up ourselves in the way that we could be ready to handle our wing, as Jim Rohn said, on the way of success. Because if you think, I'm having a new question for you. Do you think that is still existing a secure job? What do you think about the stock market? Which is your opinion about the real estate business? Or, what do you think about the possibility to open a small shop in a time like this one? So, when I was young, the situation of the commercial business was totally different. I told you, ja sam 64 godina mlad. But, when I was in my youth, the life was totally completely different. When we're gonna have a clear why, we have a clear idea, so we will not have a confused mind for what to do in a dark period and how to handle these difficulties just to go better and better and better and become better thanks of the difficulties. When I read many books, and then especially the story of Steve Jobs' lives, and he's one of the guys that has done something in his career. And he said when all the rest of the company cut the investment, we decided to invest more money than the competitor. So we work on our research and develop, and we invented a lot of new things. In the way when the dark period will be over, so we were much more better place connected with the competitor. And Mark Hughes had the same way of thinking, because one of the sentences that I remember when I was attending one of his training, it is that he said that many company, they used to say, give to the customer what the customer wants. But he said, this is not my way of thinking. My job, it is connected with imagine what the customer wants until before that that the customer gonna think that he needs something. But the same man that has done a good step in this life, and Henry Ford, I am very in love with cars. Henry Ford said, if I ask to my customer what they wanted, the answer was one faster horses. So the people don't know what they know until we will tell them. So this is part of our job, guy. We need to understand how to share and involve people and try to help them to discover their need. And just to have an ideas about our company, even if we are growing very fast, and of course, the years 2020 will be remembered for the years that probably we're gonna broke the limit of $8 billion US. When I started, but the numbers, the how do you say, the regional market is telling us that our product, it is just in a small number present on the market. So we can have a big possibility to develop our business. And, when I started with this business 27 years ago, in the entire world, the company had less than 100 president team members, no chairman club member, no founder circle, anything like a lot of stars that we are having right now. And, the turnover was 400 million. Wow, such a great number. And now we are thinking about breaking the limit of 8 billion turnover. I think that 27 years ago, I couldn't believe that one day the number one guy could be able to produce 200K royalty check. So in future, without us, the company will grow, and probably we're going to have a new number one. So what we have to do, it is looking at that number one, who's going to be the number one. And maybe the number one is still not yet signed up. So we need to move faster and find the new number one, right? Now, I have one more question for you guys. Should I have to give, let's say, my destiny and my fortune to one human being, and just to this human being, that human being could be myself, could be I. Have you ever thought about this? So I will tell you, I will ask you, I will make some questions, because this is a job that will be not over just watching this video and having this conversation. I want to, because vi ste moji dečki, ja volim te, I want to give you all my knowledge and do my best just to help you and force a little bit yourself to move forward, because we have a lot of things to do. We have a lot to achieve. So, have you ever thought, what are your strengths? How to maximize this? Which is your value? Think about that. Because our company is unique. There is none other company like this one in the market. So we need to create a personal, special offer of the product, of our service, of ourselves. And it has to feel like unique, because we need to become unique, because we are unique, and we have to develop all the potential that we have in ourselves. Because, this is one of the most important sentences that I heard many years ago from a good friend of mine. And the sentence is going like this: the person you are now has already taken you to his destination. That means that if we want to go forward, we have to do something more. We have to change something inside ourselves. And if you think, what has changed in the last 10 years? And how did I change in the last 10 years? Because of course that the changement, it is connected with our nature. You know, we are changing. Every seconds, our cells in our body is moving and is getting new, you know. And as well as the cells of our body that are becoming new, we can becoming better, a new person. So this is the secret of what we have to do with this job. Because if we have a clear ideas, a clear why, and we set up a good question that can give us a different answer, we're gonna create a different habit. And the habit, it is stronger than the desire, because we have to create the habit that we are doing a business of healthy person. This is what, in which kind of market we are moving. We are not Coca-Cola, we are not Philip Morris, you know, and we have to create a mind habit, what we are sharing with the people, because this is connected even with our why. Maybe our why it will be to have a happier and healthier world, like the mission of the company. So we have to print it in our mind, this kind of way of thinking. And then something that I got just inside myself, because in my before Herbalife, I was an entrepreneur. So the mentality of entrepreneurship was already in my mind, I think. You know, I was not so good because I didn't achieve success with my company, but the mentality, it is aligned with this concept. One of the most important thing it is, guy, that don't get paid by time. Because to be paid by the time, we have a couple of problems. First of all, the numbers of the hours, it is limited. And then the market of what is paid by time, sooner or later, gonna give us a limit. What I understood since many years ago, it is I want to be paid by the result that I'm going to produce. This is a way of thinking of a good entrepreneurs. It is more difficult, it is more risky, and you need to have more competence, but the value, it is completely different, diverse, you know. But it is really, truly more difficult. Of course that it is more difficult. It has to be more difficult, guys, just because this way of thinking must give you the possibility to elevate yourself from the mediocrity. So it has to be a bit more difficult. So come on. Jim Rohn always said, companies don't pay for your time, they pay you for the value you produce at that time. This is something that is always with me when I used to share this concept with the new guy. And one of the most important things, just take care about of what you can take control. Because as an employee mentality, if you want to go to the owner or the CEO and ask more money for your salary, it will be very hard. I understood that the owner or CEO are prepared people to be able to say no to a request like this one. And so it is not in your hand asking to the owner or asking to the CEO more money. It depends. Just we have to take care. What can I do for myself? Okay. In every job, or if you think like an employee or like an entrepreneur of yourself, there is any other way, guys. Okay. Then, if you're gonna think like an employee, one guarantee you're gonna have one warranty. You know. You're gonna be sure that you're gonna have the life designed by someone else. You will not the one in charge to design your own life. Okay? And for most of you that are in this room that we are qualified for this action, you know maybe that one of the secret of this business, it is the repetition, you know. And one of the things that I understood for a very good friend of mine, that he was an Olympic, a gold medal Olympic game winner. And I asked him which was your day, you know, how did you invest your time daily? And he said, starting from the 8 a.m. until 10 p.m., doing and repeating the same exercise. I was, you know, come on, 12, 14 hours and more just to do the same exercise. Guys, repetition, it is not sexy, it is boring. It is boring, but it is the key of our game. Repetition has another problem. As the gold medal winner said, the problem is that you will not see immediately your result. The result you're going to see on the long term, you know. And then one more time, if you want to succeed, it is the daily repetition that's going to give you the possibility to achieve that result. That noisy, boring repetition, it is the key of the long-term success. It means use, wear, talk, be qualified for everything, attending to every training. This is repetition. We need to become the best in our profession. And then I will talk about this very soon. So if you have no customers or no distributors, you have to analyze your personal and private life. How is split your list of friends, you know? By whom you know the majority of your friends? Because it can give you the possibility to make an analysis of who you are. Do you remember the person that you know? And it's gonna help you to have a good base just to work on it and develop ourselves. And then, of course, repetition, and never ever give up. And do it over and over and over and over again. This is one of the Marquis sentence, because I read a good sentence that impacted me in my mind. Who will escape never win, who will win never escape. So guys, you just started in this business. You show to yourself that you have any capability. Now we have to work on it and develop a new skill, a new possibility. And this new possibility come out in something that's very important for Marquis. One more time, imagination. Because we have to imagine what we want to have. We want to, our imagination is the real mental laboratory where the project will take form and where we could create our goal. And because our desire, or the one that we are calling goal, put in practice, come out from our imagination. Everything in life, if you really think about this, come out from the mind, human mind, imagination. And then, of course, be able to handle your emotion, because okay, we can see, she is successful, blah blah blah, she's a rich one, but we need even to take care what that person able to achieve success, we are able to handle and to pass through the difficulties, and then use the difficulties to develop himself or herself. So we have a path to do, huh? And as I told you about my friends, my sport guy, he passed through a lot of trouble, but he never stopped. He never stopped to force himself. So what we need to do it is, as first, courage. And courage for me means that it has to be based by to know very well ourselves and our profession. So have a clear relationship with ourselves and what we are doing, okay? And the second, self-control. Who is not able to take control about himself or herself cannot be able to work with the people, let's say, And third, clear decision, because a confused mind does nothing. One unsecure leader cannot be followed by nobody. If you are showing that you are not secure, nobody want to follow you. So we have to work on it. We need to have a clear ideas of who we are and what I am doing, and then have a clear decision, just to have a clear path to follow. And then number 4, an attractive personality. I never seen in my career, even not only in Herbalife, a ski sock, humble, not a glamour person, become a point of become someone that will be a referral for the other one. So we have to build an attractive personality, because if you do not know, money is one result, richness is a result, sickness, it is one result, overweight, it is a result. And do you know why sometimes we are not able to change this condition? Fear of failure. And it is not just what we know that's gonna limit our succeed. It is what we know that many times can create an obstacle to reach success. Because many times we hear that we always have done in this way. Come on, in past we have done in this way, now we can find a new solution. So be open to the new possibility. I will talk about poor and rich, and then I don't want to offend none of you, because I want to totally respect everybody. I want to talk about rich and poor mentality, because if you have any doubt, money is important. Money gives you freedom. Maybe in your family, in your environment, you have listened to someone that we are telling money, the money is it is from the devil. It is not something clean. It is not good. This is not the truth. Money, it is could give you freedom. even just to print the Holy Bible. The Holy Bible, yes, we need money. And this get out from two different mentality. Rich person used to be focused on opportunity. Poor people gonna be focused on difficulties. The poor people make their choice connected connected with their fear. Okay, I hope that's gonna work. I hope. You know, we have to change our way of thinking. It will work because I'll make it work. I'm gonna repeat it. It will work because I'll make it work. Okay? And then before go to the end, you know, we need to be excited. Enthusiasm. Come on. It is one of the more powerful engine of success. When you do something, do it with all your strength, with all your soul, with all your personality. You have to imprint your personality. Be active, be energetic, be excited and confident, and realize your goal. This is, I never seen one, let's say, sad guy involving people just to achieve something. I never seen realizing anything without excitement, you know. And then when you go, you're gonna show your passion, your excitement. You're gonna become a magnet for the other, and then the other will be attracted from your level of energy, and they would like to play with you, to work with you, to sustain your dream and your goal, and the result will be realize in a shorter period of time what you want to realize. This is like a kind of an accelerator on the beginning of my career, and then with the guys that I met, those amazing guys that I met on the beginning of my career, they were excited. They were ready for everything. They were brave, you know, and nothing could stop them, you know. And then think about the optimism, because it is a precious that could transform a positive person, available, dynamic, and motivate. The optimism, it is the result of a long term of process and experience and activity that gonna produce a mind attitude, open and visionary way of thinking. And the optimism could help you to have a different way of handle our emotion, because life, it is connected with our emotion. And it could be something that it is inside us, but it could be even built through the time, you know, through the personal experience. And it will be, I do not have any easy, you know, or difficult way of learning how to become optimist. It will come not because of automatic mechanism, you know. Think positive and be optimist. It means that I have to become, I need to apply an aware choice every single day to keep my positive attitude for the life. Okay? Because to be optimist, it means that the people, the optimist one, can feel the failure like a temporary situation. The pessimist, instead of, it used to generalize and to extend to every part of their life. And one of the things that I want to share with you what I have done with myself, because it was not easy in the beginning. We made something extraordinary because we create something from nothing, you know. So you make your potential grow through doing. So we have to do it. We have to practice. We have to do it every single day. We have to do everything that need to become successful. Okay? So to be optimist, it has to be an aware choice to innovate every single morning. And every single morning we can choose how to begin our day. It is like when we wake up, it is like tune ourselves, and because motivate ourselves is like wash ourselves. And this way of thinking, it's help you in wanting to do it. So your value will not depend from what you have, but depend from what you are. Don't ask that's gonna be easier. Just ask to get a better person. Okay? And this is connected to be a better person. It is connected with the environment that I used to be inside. We can't change the character of the person surround us, but we can decide it to keep just those gonna give us a possibility to get better. Okay? And even regarding the money, you know, because I read Matteo 25-29. It is on the, not on the Bible, on the Gospel maybe, I don't know the name, but I think that you understand. You know, if someone is afraid of the money, has a wrong way of thinking, guy. Because what Matthew write on the Gospel, it works like this. Because whoever has been given will be given and will be in abundance. But whoever doesn't, the one who doesn't have, will be taken away. Did you get the message? I'm going to repeat. Because whoever has been given will be given and will be in abundance. But whoever doesn't, the one who doesn't have, will be taken away. When we used to born, like every human being, we have received one big present. One in the list of present, and the most important of everyone, for my opinion, it is the free will that give you the possibility to choose, and choose, it means be free. Freedom, it is one of the most important value. For me, freedom, it is the most important value in my list of value. You know, guys, you are not responsible from the cards that you got, but you're gonna be the responsible how you intend to play it. You are not responsible from the card that you got, but you're gonna be responsible how will you intend to play it. Did you get the message? Some of you in this arena knows that few months ago I got the first month of pension, I get retired, because I am 64 years old. No. Ja sam 64 godina mlad. Ali, I have paid a lot of money, and the government is giving me my money back, And in the last months, I was around some offices just to ask how could I have my money, my pension. And of course, when you are in this kind of environment, you used to be in contact with a lot of people in my age. And of course, they spend part of their life. Do you know which was the number one regret of this person? Don't have the courage to do what they really would like to do it. This is so sad for me because, without courage as you got until now to be in this room and do what it was required to do and move forward and ready to pay the price to go forward, it is very important because the rest of the humanity, 95%, has no courage to go and take what they really desire to have. So, guy, every day you're waiting for is the day off to the future. So one of my sentence is go in the future, because the majority of the information goes, we have to take the past like experience. Okay, right, you're right. But if you want to change your past, you have to go to the future. You have to see what do you want to go, who do you want to be. So go to the future and then back to the present and then work on it. Every day you're waiting for is a day off to the future. So vidimo se malo kasnije i hvala lijepom. Thank you very much to be here with me and to listen to me and sharing my experience. Hello, bye.
Hvala našem specijalnom gostu na vremenu koji je izdvojio za nas u ime cele ove regije, u ime svake osobe koja se kvalifikovala za ovaj trening. Iskreno se nadam da ste zapisivali ove neverovatne informacije, ali da neće ostati samo na papiru, već da ćete ih i primeniti.
Kakav nevjerovatan trening je sad to bio i tako kako je rekla Milena, sad je vreme da te stvari damo u akciju, da izgradimo svoj loyalty, da radimo zajedno sa mentorima, sa svojom ekipom i da se svi zajedno kvalificiramo za sljedeći masterclass koji će biti out of control. Ali prije toga, Milena?
Ali pre masterclassa ono što nas očekuje jeste kick-off u januaru sa specijalnim gostom koji je za samo 3 godine zatvorio status prezident tima. I zato ne treba da bude pitanje da li ste vi koji ste na ovom treningu tamo, već koliko ćete osoba povesti sa sobom.
I to je to ekipa za danas. Kakav neverovatan događaj, kakav specijalan gost, kakve informacije, kakva energija. Milena, bila si odlična, ja sam bio odličan, vi ste bili odlični i sad je vreme da se krene svi zajedno da izgradimo ovaj reality, da izgradimo bolji biznis za sve nas, bolji život za sve nas i sad je vreme za akciju. Čeka nas za 5-10 minuta prvi online zajednički regionalni STS i u to vreme, od tih 5 do 10 minuta, imamo vreme da pozovemo još jednog gosta, još 2 gosta, a možda baš ta jedan gost promijenit će sve u vašem životu, u našem životu i u ovoj regiji. Tako da hvala vam puno, uživajte i vidimo se na STS-u. Ćao!
Let me tell you what we're going to do with a company called Herbalife. We're going to take this company customer by